This video is to show how functions work using a modified game of tic-tac-toe. A function is a block of code whose role a programmer can define, call just by typing the function's name, and pass parameters to. I'm going to explain them by showing some examples of different types of functions. First, I want to show a function that does not return anything, meaning it does not return a type such as an integer or character. Here I have a function called voidTitle. For a function to return nothing, it must begin with void. The function I made here just outputs text for a certain amount of time with the sleep function. It is called first in the main function and results in this output. To have a function return a value, instead of using void and then the function name, such as voidTitle, you start with something like int or double, whatever type of value you want to return, and then the function name. For example, here I have int multiply turn. In your function for int, you can do some calculations like are done here, but the main thing for a function that returns a value is to have a statement to return a number, such as return 1 or return 0, like I have here. Finally, I'll explain how passing parameters to functions works. For a function to receive a parameter by value, you must have the name of the function. Here it's multiply turn, the type of parameter you want to receive, for example, integer, and a name for the received parameter. Here it is named A. A then becomes a copy of the value that was sent to it, and you can then modify the parameter with lines of code to return a value. When you call this type of function, you select what you want to send to your function by typing the function's name. Here, multiply turn again, and then placing what you want to send in parentheses. In this case, it is what turn the game of tic-tac-toe is on. It is important to note that the number of parameters must match how many parameters the function has. So earlier I showed multiply turn with int a, that's one parameter, and here multiply turn one parameter. For a function to receive a parameter by reference, which means the address that is sent to the function can be directly modified instead of a copy of the value, you just put the and sign before the name of the received parameter, like I've done here. Here this function will print out what the address of the received parameter is, this line, and then modify it so that the turn of the game changes with this cin. The address of the turn is here. Now you'll see the turn of the game will change it'll change to this first entered value. And then increase by 2.